cozy, cooperative, sustaining, stimulating,
rambunctious, radical, radiant, reticulated, regicide.
Fun, crazy, radical, local, coffeelicious.
The Greenleaf is a non-hierarchical coffee cooperative founded 10 years ago with principles of quality, profit sharing, egalitarian business models, and coffee, the best coffee.
The Greenleaf is a worker-run coffee cooperative. It's been around for about 10 years, so it's student-run, and we get our coffee from Counterculture Coffee, so local coffee roasters. All the coffee we serve is direct trade and fair trade. We also sell local baked goods and local bagels.
Senior philosophy major. I've been in Greenleaf now 4 years since the first semester of my freshman year. Been something. Love it.
I'm a super senior now, officially. This is my, third year in Greenleaf? Third year in Greenleaf.
There used to be a sign up in the shop that said no out hanging, and it was, I think, specifically written for members who were not working. They were supposed to be out hanging, but I was always out hanging, sort of. And so, because a lot of my friends work back there, I'd asked them if it was cool for me to come back and hang out. And sort of just through time, I became the full-time out hanger, and I've just been doing that ever since. So I like to tell people I'm the full-time out hanger.
I am currently a junior at Greenleaf College, and I am a member at the Greenleaf Coffee Cooperative, and also an intern with the Cooperative Food Empowerment Directive, working with the Greenleaf to organize the co-op conference we're having here. COFED's the Cooperative Food Empowerment Directive, and they work with student cooperatives to kind of help them get up and running and to establish themselves and kind of organize, things like that.
So we are at the Senate Budget Committee meeting asking for funds for the Cooperation Amongst Cooperatives Conference that will be held in April 11th through the 13th for the Greenleaf. It's hosted by the Greenleaf as well as COFED, and we're hoping to get funding for honorariums, printing, and space donations in the amount of $3,000. That's about it. This new idea of keep and a healthy, sustainable economy as we are currently in a recession, and we all feel the constraints of that.
That covered up pretty well. So your total request is $3,000?
Yes.
With $350.
I have so many favorite moments. Well, my band, Whiskey Fingers, plays shows down here sometimes, and they're some of the most fun shows because we get both friends and new people who wander in, people we don't know. And it's just a fun, kind of intimate space. People feel comfortable here, I think, generally, when they come down here. So they know if there's a show down here, it's cool to let loose a little bit, have fun. Those have always been some of my favorite memories.
Remember one time, a lot of times, Billy or Leah's always involved in some shit with Greenleaf. Leah's always got do some stuff or say something, have arguments. And Chelsea, my favorite moves with Billy involved Chelsea. Me and Chelsea have our little sass battles, and we all fuck with each other. I like that. It makes it a lot of fun. I have a lot of memories with Greenleaf. Just like right now, I'm a little hazy. figuratively and literally?
Okay, well, the first time that I joined the Greenleaf and became a part of it, I had just come back from being abroad, and so I joined with a couple of my friends already, and some people that were here. And it was just a really awesome way to connect and meet other people, and it's been a really good basis for the community here. I know from my personal community, it's just a fun way to see all your friends and interact with them and serve people coffee and make coffee.
There's always a conversation, maybe not always as lively a debate as it should be, but about that the Greenleaf feels exclusive to a lot of people on campus. That we don't know about it, or that even if they do know about it, it's just not a place that interests them. So I still think about it sometimes, and I'm not sure quite what to think of it, but that a lot of students feel like it's an exclusive space, that they're judged when they come down here, or that it's not comfortable for students of color to come down here. And I guess partially I hang out down here so much that I get sheltered from that conversation. Like, I don't really hear too much about what people say about the Greenleaf outside of the Greenleaf. So, I would like to see lots of new faces in here all the time, trying it out. But I don't know what it would take to make it a space that feels comfortable to come check out. So I do hope the Greenleaf is having that conversation with others. Otherwise, it used to be that there weren't any bagels, and now there are bagels, so.
But that shifted. I mean, the Greenleaf, people are like, oh, it's so exclusive. I'm like, what Greenleaf are you talking about? And I was like, Greenleaf, I know, is filled with like no standards for like political education, no one with like, and it would be something if we had like meaningful disagreements, but I don't have any political disagreements with really anyone in Greenleaf. No one like, you propose something, people are like, yep, do it. And I was like, okay. And there's no problem with it. I mean, it's pretty conflict free. This passive aggression and conflict aggression that exists in the space, but generally no. And you would think we have like the coming insurrection right there. You would think a member would be like, oh, let me thumb through this and talk about the destruction of like capitalism and stop neoliberalism, and talking about these like systems of control and oppression, and looking at this kind of loftier because not everyone here espouses radical identity politics. Some people, like myself, are just your garden built like second wave European Marxists.
For now, here's this tape. So we have like a t-shirt with more balls on it.
That's for group decision making. It is a directly democratic method by which an entire group of people can come to an agreement. The input and ideas of all participants are gathered and synthesized to arrive at a final decision acceptable to all. Through consensus, we are not only working to achieve better solutions, but also to promote the growth of community and trust.
Which I think might tie into like this, like the consensus workshop in book 7, and I think that Come Hell or High Water, which is a great book that I read recently on collective process gone awry, I think talks about like the people that like know the rules can are the ones that can end up being in power. So I think that in any group, whether it's using consensus or using Robert's rules, the people that like in the organization that I'm a part of, I know the bylaws better than most of the board members. So that I'm joining the governance committee now, and so I'm going to be able to hold the board hostage because they're breaking their own rules in a lot of ways. And I think that it's something that you try and create egalitarian spaces and horizontal spaces, having everyone understand the rules that you're all agreeing to use is the only way to be authentically with those values.
they watch this video, say, make Friday dinners happen. It's important. It's important to know everyone. Yeah, and have fun. Don't get too stressed out about this sort of stuff. It all works out in the end.
Embrace, I guess, the structure of the space and play with it. I mean, push the envelope. I mean, I wish I was here another year because then I would have more of the kind of vibrant, youthful energy to just say, I'm in the space for 4 years, I'm pushing an envelope, I'm going in this direction, do a training, buy a zine, go to a concert and get a zine and bring it here. All these kind of things are intermeshing to create our ideal kind of space. I would also say just love the people that you are in a cooperative with. Have a lot of, call someone a compliment.
I'd say stay politicized. I noticed through some conversations with people who are concerned about it, and also just through my conversations with members, that they feel like the Greenleaf, and I've noticed this too, is becoming less politicized in its mission. And it should, I think, really remain dedicated, of course, to providing a good product, something that people enjoy drinking and supporting, but also I think it should be like, why does the Greenleaf go on? What does it mean to have a mission to be an anti-oppressive space organization? Because it would be unfortunate to see one of the last really, what I think was, at least when I first came here, one of the most politicized parts of these segments of campus. I would hate to see that get diluted. So, we have radical literature around here, events, and the structured organization is under dedicated to being to a mission of social justice and anti-oppression, and I think that the Greenleaf should really stick with that. Because we have lots of businesses that don't care about that, so it's for a business that does.
Future Greenleafers, I'm looking you guys in the eyes right now. When you come in this space, come with an open mind and an open heart and try to help everybody you can. Don't judge a book by its cover, because that same book with the pretty cover may be the lamest book ever, as Twilight. And that book with no cover may be the best thing you ever met. There's people in this space who are awesome and change life. Fuck with the Greenleaf, give it a chance. Love the Greenleaf. Hate Greenleaf at times, but that's part of life. Keep learning, make connections, keep it moving, keep it awesome. Out. Appreciate it.